The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. To return it is Corey Grant. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And they'll run it here. Takes this up just short of the 30, but he was able to avoid that earlier tackle. Nice move. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Steps away to his left. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
All right, here we go.
Operating from the gun. Hogan. And it's complete. Henry. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to it. Hey, you guys got the turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side, but for lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
His throw caught right around the 6. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Brandon, unless my eyes deceive me, I think they found a matchup that they're trying to exploit here, don't you? I mean, that's the second time they've gone to him here on this drive.
Yeah, opening drive. It's a tone setter, right? I think they're going to be looking his way a lot. He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, and the Chargers have taken a first quarter lead. The extra point up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. The punter, Kaiser, now out to kick it away. The return man is Grant. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be at the end today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number one in their conference. So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. And they'll go on the ground. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Flush to his right. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. They'll drop the throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. 3rd and 4, he did just enough. I mean, just enough to move the chains.
And that's all you're looking for, right? Just want to keep the drive moving. You don't need the big play there. Just get to that marker that you described, and he was able to do just that.
Over the middle, complete. It's Cole. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Rolling to his right. Marquise Lee, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfired.
They talked about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up 4th down. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll cut it out to the sideline. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, LA. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers get the quick strike touchdown. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, Good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Jaguars getting set to go. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now a play fake here on first down. He sets to fire deep. He's got a man complete. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 46 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
Now they try the right side here. Finding room to the 20. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Caught, Safarian Jenkins, right side. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
They'll give it to him up the middle, and he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars have cut it back within a score. And his kick is right through. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Chargers getting set to go. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff?
Now the pressure gets to Hogan, and he goes down on a sack. Bruce Irvin. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. From the gun, Hogan. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now Hogan. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 2 big plays in succession, and the Chargers on the move. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. On 1st down, Hogan, rush coming, and he's taken down. Miles Jack, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Operating from the gun, Hogan. And he's going to go down again. Khalil Mack in there to get him. And this pass rush strong now. That's sacks on back-to-back plays. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Off play action. Hogan. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Jonathan Hankins in on the stop. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Left side complete, Safarian Jenkins. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll set up a throw. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. This is taken at the 23. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. On 1st and 10, Hogan. He completes it to Henry. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Watch him now, Barney.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. From the gun, Hogan. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. And now the Jags going to signal for another timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. He'll return it from the 6. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. They'll look to throw now on first down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. And a nice gain of 21 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Back to throw. Flushed out right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Now back to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. He hit his first one, this from 44 yards out now. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this 3rd quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show him one thing, hit him with something else.
And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. Throwing on first down. Hogan on the left side. This is Stills. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now a handoff looking right. Finding room inside the 40. And finally down at the 36-yard line. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting strong.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Khalil Mack in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39.
To throw on second down, Hogan. And that's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
The Chargers on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Hogan now going deep here for Stills. So they took a shot there on third down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half.
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. The 20, 10, touchdown, Jaguars. Corey Grant, 94 yards. And the Jags are able to cash in for 6. The offense going to stay on the field as they will line up and go for 2. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that is caught for the 2 points. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational. You have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this will go for 5 up to the 33.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that any time you hand the ball to a back.
Looking to throw. Hogan. And he finds Stills. Complete. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. So that'll get him the first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. It's complete. Stills fighting through it. He's got space. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. He got 29 yards that time.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
On first down, Hogan. It's caught on the right side, Williams. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And they'll run it here. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Operating from the gun, Hogan. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
Here we go now. Blue landed.
4th down. Hogan. This will be caught just inside the 10. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the gun, Hogan. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
All right, now, lucky 56.
Operating from the gun, Hogan, and that is incomplete. The linebacker, Telvin Smith, able to get a hand on it there.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no
All right,
idea.
now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
Over.
And they'll go on the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll set up to throw. And he finds Safarian Jenkins. And out across midfield down to the 45. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. So the false start will back them up 5. And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Cole. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. It'll be a pickup of 13 on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another 13 yards there twice in a row, and they're on the move. Another 1st down as well.
Over.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Open space inside the 10. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. He'll look to throw. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Corey Legion breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. Back now at the StubHub Center in Carson. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4. The Jaguars on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 9 yards on the carry there, but it'll be 4th down now.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged, because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
Back to throw. Hogan. And Stills bringing it in. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A good pickup there at 22. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Hogan. Man open left side. It's Williams. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. He'll get it up the middle. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. It's the fullback. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. The punter Kaiser now out to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And what a return. Great field position all the way out to the 48-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Well, a clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. You ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they'd shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Dancing to his left. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. A throw he probably shouldn't have made, rolling left and then throwing back across the field.
And when you do that and you're rolling towards the sideline, you cut down your field in a big way, significantly. And the guys who play in the second and third level, those linebackers and DBs, they know that. And they know they don't have nearly as much space to cover. And they're hoping you try and throw it back towards the middle.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook. Go play action. Toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Off the play fake. Hogan. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not every chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And he's able to get it to the 33, good enough for a first down. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Detroit! Detroit!
On 1st and 10, Hogan. That's going to be caught. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. In for the score. And the Chargers have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Eluding the pressure right. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed, near the goal line, on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can...
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is recovered by the Chargers. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll take this one down near the 15. And now the Jags going to signal for another timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly controlled right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Here's Corey Grant now to return. This return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Well, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Looking to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Casey Hayward.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Let's go. 3-19.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. And they'll run it here. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. As the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. A give to the fullback on the dive. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down. This is where, 4th quarter, you got the lead, you give it to the big guy. Defensively kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
You say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters worth of trying to bring people down, 4 quarters worth of pounding, and now late in the game, here comes that big guy coming at you, and a lot of guys are wondering whether they want to come up and make that tackle at this stage of the game.
On now, Kaiser, the punter, sending it away. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defense.